Imagine standing in front of a sprawling, multi-million-dollar agricultural landscape where rows of precision-engineered crops stretch as far as the eye can see. Beneath this facade of automated perfection, a silent war is being waged. For decades, global agriculture has relied on an escalating chemical arms race, pouring billions of dollars into synthetic pesticides, genetic modifications, and hyper-complex surveillance drones, just to keep a microscopic army of pests at bay. Yet, the ultimate disruption to this industrial complex does not come from a Silicon Valley laboratory or a proprietary gene splicing technique. Instead, it relies on a humble, unassuming material resting quietly in almost every kitchen drawer on Earth: a simple, single sheet of aluminum foil. When wrapped precisely around the base of a plant stem, this $1 piece of metal foil achieves what entire corporate research faculties have spent generations failing to perfect: a zone of near absolute protection against some of nature's most voracious subterranean killers. It sounds absurd, almost like a piece of internet folklore passed down through generations of backyard gardeners. But when you peel back the layers of physics, evolutionary biology, and agricultural history hidden within this simple tactic, you discover a profound truth. This basic physical barrier exposes a fundamental flaw in how humanity has chosen to feed itself, revealing that our modern, chemical-heavy approach to farming has blinded us to the elegant, mechanical vulnerabilities of our oldest crop adversaries. To understand why a thin layer of reflective metal can completely disarm an ecosystem of pests, we have to look past the surface of the soil. We must examine the hidden vulnerabilities of plants and the specialized predators that have evolved to exploit them. For a young crop seedling, the first few weeks of life are an absolute gauntlet. The most critical point of vulnerability is not the leaf, nor is it the fruit. It is the collar of the stem, the exact interface where the plant emerges from the dark, damp earth into the light. To an insect larvae or a crawling pest, this tender node is a highway of nutrient-rich phloem and soft, undefended tissue. By encasing this specific bottleneck in a rigid, reflective sheath of aluminum, a grower creates a physical and optical anomaly that completely scrambles a pest's evolutionary programming. Many crawling insects rely heavily on tactile feedback and specific soil-level humidity gradients to navigate toward their hosts. When they strike the cold, impervious surface of aluminum, their biological guidance systems error out. Furthermore, the reflective underside of the foil bounces light directly down onto the soil surface, disrupting the dark, sheltered microclimate that ground-dwelling pests require to thrive. It is a deceptively simple intervention that completely bypasses the need for toxic interventions, yet its effectiveness highlights a massive divergence in agricultural philosophy. Why did our global food system abandon these elegant, physical principles of crop protection in favor of a volatile, multi-billion-dollar chemical paradigm? The answer requires us to trace the roots of modern farming back to a pivotal, forgotten turning point in human history. Long before the advent of industrial agriculture, the human relationship with crops was defined by a deep, localized understanding of biology and physical ecology. For thousands of years, ancient farmers did not possess the luxury of synthetic chemical intervention. If a plague of cutworms or root maggots descended upon a valley, it meant total devastation and widespread famine. To survive, early agricultural societies developed ingenious, labor-intensive mechanical defenses. They constructed physical barriers from ash, built elaborate trenches, and utilized reflective minerals to deter pests. Crop rotation and companion planting were not lifestyle choices. They were structural imperatives, designed to break pest life cycles and keep insect populations naturally off balance. Farming was a highly localized, adaptive dance with the natural world, where the primary objective was to work within the existing physical constraints of the local ecosystem. However, the dawn of the 20th century brought a seismic shift that would forever alter the global landscape. As cities swelled and the global population exploded, the traditional, localized models of farming could no longer keep pace with the sheer demand for calories. The world needed an agricultural system that could scale rapidly, predictably, and with industrial efficiency. This pressure catalyzed the birth of modern agrochemistry. The turning point arrived with the realization that chemicals used during warfare could be repurposed for civilian production. Synthetic nitrogen, initially synthesized for explosives, became the foundation for mass-produced fertilizers that caused crop yields to skyrocket overnight. Soon after, chemical compounds designed to destroy organic life were recalibrated to target specific insects, weeds, and fungi. This chemical revolution promised a bold new era of human dominance over nature. It allowed farmers to treat the soil not as a complex living ecosystem, but as a sterile, standardized medium for factory-style mass production. With a single spray from a tractor, an entire field could be instantly cleared of competing life forms. This massive shift in efficiency gave rise to the modern monoculture, the practice of growing vast, uninterrupted landscapes of a single crop variety year after year. For corporate conglomerates, this was the ultimate economic triumph. It standardized supply chains, consolidated land ownership, and generated unprecedented profits. But this entire empire was built on a dangerous, short-sighted assumption that nature would simply accept defeat and remain static in the face of our chemical onslaught. By abandoning the physical, mechanical safeguards of the past in favor of total chemical reliance, humanity inadvertently set the stage for a catastrophic biological rebound. Today, the hidden cost of this industrial triumph is catching up to us at an alarming rate. By wrapping our global food supply in a monoculture model, we have created the perfect evolutionary incubator for superpests. When an insect population is exposed to a specific synthetic pesticide season after season, the results are highly predictable. The vast majority of the population dies, but a tiny fraction possesses a natural genetic resistance to the chemical. These survivors breed exponentially, passing their resistant traits on to the next generation. The farmer responds by increasing the chemical dosage or switching to an even more toxic compound. This vicious cycle is known by biologists as the pesticide treadmill. It is an escalating conflict where humanity must constantly run faster just to stay in the exact same place, pouring more capital and increasingly hazardous chemicals into an environment that is rapidly building immunity. The danger of this model extends far deeper than simple insect resistance. It strikes at the very genetic foundation of our most vital food sources. To maximize machinery efficiency and consumer uniformity, modern industrial agriculture has systematically eliminated genetic diversity from our fields. Whether you look at corn in the American Midwest, Cavendish bananas in Latin America, or wheat in the plains of Europe, you are looking at millions of acres of genetic clones. Every single plant possesses the exact same strengths and the exact same fatal vulnerabilities. If a single mutated pest or pathogen develops the keys to bypass the chemical shield of one plant, it instantly possesses the keys to destroy the entire global population. Mainstream media frequently covers supply chain bottlenecks and geopolitical tensions, but it largely ignores this quiet biological time bomb ticking away at the base of our global food infrastructure. The science behind this vulnerability is both fascinating and terrifying. In a diverse, wild ecosystem, plants are interspersed with other species, creating physical barriers and natural biodiversities that prevent pests from spreading efficiently. If an insect infests one plant, the neighboring species might be entirely toxic or unpalatable to it, effectively halting the outbreak in its tracks. In a monoculture, however, these natural firewalls are completely erased. The entire landscape becomes a continuous, unobstructed buffet. Pests that dwell within the soil, such as the destructive cutworm, can move effortlessly from one stem to the next, causing widespread ruin with zero friction. The corporate agricultural complex has attempted to solve this by engineering systemic crops that produce their own internal insecticidal toxins. But this approach only applies greater evolutionary pressure on the pests, accelerating their adaptation and leaving our food supply more vulnerable than ever before. We have built a system so rigid, so fragile, that a minor biological mutation could potentially trigger a global systemic collapse. As the limitations and hidden dangers of the chemical paradigm become undeniable, a quiet revolution is taking place in the shadows of the agricultural world. A growing network of forward-thinking agronomists, material scientists, and independent farmers are stepping off the pesticide treadmill entirely. They are realizing that the path forward does not lie in creating more complex, toxic chemicals, but in rediscovering and modernizing the elegant physical and mechanical principles that humanity left behind a century ago. This movement represents a profound conceptual shift. Stop trying to chemically alter the biology of the pest, and instead use the laws of physics to reshape the environment around the plant. This is the precise philosophy embodied by the $1 foil technique, now scaled and elevated through modern technological innovation. In innovative research facilities around the globe, scientists are experimenting with advanced biomimetic materials designed to replicate the defensive properties of the foil sleeve. They are developing biodegradable, micro-thin physical barriers that can be applied mechanically to seedlings during planting. These materials are engineered to provide total protection during the critical early weeks of growth, before naturally breaking down into harmless organic matter that enriches the soil. Other researchers are looking at the optical spectrum, utilizing precisely calibrated reflective mulches and physical light-bending films to completely blind flying and crawling pests, preventing them from ever locating the crops in the first place. By shifting the battlefield from chemical warfare to mechanical obstruction, these innovators are achieving zero-pest environments without shedding a single drop of pesticide. This mechanical renaissance is completely redefining our understanding of crop protection. When an insect encounters a chemical toxin, it can eventually evolve an enzyme to break it down. But an insect cannot evolve a way to walk through an absolute physical wall. It cannot adapt its biology to bypass the fundamental laws of geometry and mechanics. This insight is empowering smaller, independent operations to bypass the costly, corporate-controlled inputs that dictate modern farming. Across various regions, automated planting systems are being retrofitted to deploy physical protective sheaths directly into the soil alongside the seed. These fields do not require millions of dollars in chemical inputs, nor do they run the risk of contaminating the surrounding water table. They are demonstrating that sustainability and high yields are not mutually exclusive concepts, provided we have the courage to look at the problem through a different lens. When we step back and look at the broader trajectory of human civilization, our relationship with agriculture reflects our deepest values and flaws. For over 10,000 years, farming was a testament to human cooperation with the natural world, a delicate balance maintained through observation, patience, and physical ingenuity. The industrial era changed that dynamic, replacing cooperation with an aggressive philosophy of total conquest. We chose to treat the earth as a factory, our crops as standardized components, and nature as an enemy that could be entirely subdued through chemical force. The escalating monoculture crisis and the rise of chemical-resistant superpests are clear indicators that this model has reached its logical limit. Nature is showing us, in no uncertain terms, that it cannot be permanently forced into a state of corporate standardization. The true magic of wrapping a simple, $1 piece of foil around a plant stem extends far beyond the immediate protection it offers to a single harvest. It serves as a powerful, low-tech proof of concept. It reminds us that some of the most daunting, multi-billion-dollar crises facing humanity do not require over-engineered, hyper-expensive corporate solutions. Often, they can be completely bypassed by stepping back, observing the natural world with humility, and applying basic physical principles. It forces us to ask a critical question. As we look toward the future of our planet, will we continue to sprint blindly on the chemical treadmill, or will we have the wisdom to return to a more balanced, mechanical harmony with the ecosystems that sustain us? The next time you look at a plate of food, look past the texture, the color, and the taste. Consider the vast, invisible system that brought those ingredients to your table. Think of the endless, chemical-soaked fields, the corporate laboratories, and the fragile monocultures that currently form the foundation of our modern survival. But also remember that hidden within that same world is a growing counter-movement, a quiet renaissance of physical ingenuity that is proving another way is entirely possible. The future of human sustenance may not be written in the patents of agrochemical giants, but in the simple, accessible tools resting right inside our own homes. If you want to continue uncovering the hidden forces shaping our global food supply, the forgotten histories of our most essential crops, and the independent innovations rewriting the future of agriculture, ensure you are subscribed to this channel. Turn on notifications, leave your thoughts on this systemic crisis in the comments below, and join us as we continue to investigate the hidden worlds that dictate our reality.